What is good, everybody? It is your boy Champagne Chico, and we're back with another rebuild. And today, per request of the comment section, the Jacksonville Jaguars are up on the list. They're a good young team right now. I would think the only thing that they would have to worry about is the wide receiver position. Christian Kirk's great, but is he consistent enough? You have Zay Jones, who had a lot of big games during the season. Trevor Lawrence has shown that he can be that franchise quarterback for them. They got Brandon Sheriff last season and has been great at right guard. Evan Engram was a surprising good tight end after his down years in New York. But what is there to improve? Well, we're just going to have to see today. But before we get into the video, I am going to have to ask you to go down there and like and subscribe for me. I see a lot of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. I would greatly appreciate if you did join the family. But we're going to bring in a new coach. Now, Doug Peterson has done his job. He has done his job and more. But we have to bring in a very reputable coach in Champagne Chico right now. All right, now in this re-signing period, there is a lot of players that are up for a contract. Players like Josh Allen and Evan Engram and our right tackle are all here. Riley Patterson, our kicker, is here, but he's not going to be too expensive, I would think. Those top three were really the ones that we're looking at. And I know in real life right now, they franchise tagged Evan Engram. Josh Allen is up for a new contract. I don't know if they've officially re-signed him yet, but I definitely wouldn't want either of these guys to leave. I would not want either of these guys to leave at all. Evan Engram had too good of a season with Trevor Lawrence to just walk away at that point. Our right tackle, of course, we want to keep him, but we have to make sure that we get these two back just to secure the future of the team for a dynasty, possibly, with Travis Etienne in the backfield as well. I'm going to offer Josh Allen a player-friendly contract. I don't want to overpay. We still need some cap space. And I think this is a good contract for him. Hopefully he accepts it. I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to test out free agency. That could be a possibility this year. I don't know how much it is to franchise tag, 25.2. Depending on how we are able to get Evan Engram right now, it seems like we'll be able to. But I'm just going to sign Evan Engram like this. That's a good offer. I'm glad we got the deal done. Okay, so I don't think we would have the cap space to be able to franchise tag him anyways. All right, so we're going to keep the right tackle, Jawan Taylor. My plan is to go back after Josh Allen in free agency. We don't want him to go anywhere else, and we don't have the space to franchise tag him right now. So we have to make some space in the salary cap in order to get him back. I think we're going to sign Riley Patterson back just to keep him. Oh, but he's not interested in signing. All right, never mind. I think everybody else is just not really necessary. Not really necessary to re-sign. Free safety, I don't think we need. No, we don't need him. We don't need to be paying him $2 million at least. I have to go into free agency and see how much space we officially have. I mean, I could possibly try to make some moves now, but we can't. So we have to go into free agency, hope that we're able to get Josh Allen back. And I think that's really going to be it in this free agency because that's our main priority. All right, well, we're packing up our left end. Fadukasi, I mean, he's solid. He's solid for the Jaguars. It's just a 9.5 cap hit is a bit too much. We're getting a second-round pick from the Eagles. We're sending a seventh-round pick back to them. We weren't probably going to use that anyways, legitimately. Now we have 6.3 million cap. I wanted to try to make some more space. It's just really difficult right now. We're getting rid of Jenkins, the strong safety. I'm trying to put something together right now. Walter Little and Clay Brooks for a third-round pick next year from the Falcons, so I'm assuming that's going to be pretty high. I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot about the free agency rumors, and I feel like the Jaguars are willing to make enough moves to either keep Josh Allen and try to get C.J. Gardner-Johnson or let Josh Allen walk and get C.J. Gardner-Johnson. You can't miss out on a strong safety like this when there's so little most of the time. I think you give your fair shot at it. I think you definitely give your fair shot at it. he wants to come to the Jaguars. I wouldn't blame him because this defense would be absolutely loaded with the both of them on the backfield. So I think those are the only players I'm going to go after right now. With $1 million to spare, it's Josh Allen. We have the top offer for him, and C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I'm hoping that both of them do end up accepting, as both of them do decide, and only C.J. Gardner-Johnson comes, and Josh Allen goes to the Cardinals. Well, I did all of that just for him to leave. All right. Well, looks like we have to find another linebacker. All right. To fill in the spots that we have left right now, we're just getting a left outside linebacker for a year. He is somebody that could possibly develop over the years, but I don't really want to deal with that, I would say. Brandon Graham is a temporary replacement for left end. We don't really have defensive ends right now. I'm trying to see if he ends up accepting. And he ends up accepting. We get both of them. We get these three defensive players. I don't mind it. It's just I wish that we were able to get Josh Allen on a 5-year deal or 6-year deal at that with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That would have helped us a lot. I would have just dealt with the ends how I would have. But I think that's going to do it with free agency. There's really not much else for us to do right now. Jordan Poyer went to the Eagles. That's an interesting one. But yeah, I think we're just going to draft as is. We have to see what positions we need and just see what prospects are available for us. And now we are in the draft at the 25th pick. Okay, we'll just sim to it. We're not going to sit through the entire round. DeJuan Jones goes right before us, and now we have to see if any of our players are still up on that board. And not any of the ones that I really wanted to take right now. John Michael Schmitz does look good. We do need a center. He's a power blocker. It's either that or Kalijah Cansey. He's pretty solid. His physicals weren't great, but his stats are pretty good right now. We do need a right end. Do we value that more, or do we value the offensive line more? I think if I get John Michael Schmitz, he might actually be very pivotal on the O-line. I think we go ahead and take John Michael Schmitz. The O-line is a very hard position to come by. He's hidden development, so that was a great choice by us. 87 strength, 23 years old out of Minnesota, 6'3", 306 pounds. Can't really ask for more out of that. I think we're going to try to find the replacement of the future for the left outside linebacker position. Andre Carter out of Army, 22 years old. He's a speed rusher. His physicals look good. His stats right now are really only power type of stats, so we can't really base it off of that. I think I'm going to take him. I feel like it's worth it. He's normal development, 90 acceleration, 85 speed, and 85 jumping. He might be able to develop on our team. I'm not putting it past him. We need a left outside linebacker regardless because we only signed one for 1 year. I think now is when I'll take Andrew Voorhees. We need a left guard. It's worth the risk, I would say. He's a power blocker out of USC. Unfortunately, he got injured during the combine, which you don't like to see at all. Andrew Voorhees is normal development. Hopefully, he does pan out on our team. 6'5", 319, 24 years old. I could see it happening. This right outside linebacker out of Texas. He's pass coverage, 6'2". He has A man coverage, A zone coverage, and B tackle and B hit power in the 4th round, I think it is right now. His physicals are not bad at all. I'm taking a risk on him. Normal development, might be able to develop 89 acceleration, 87 speed, 84 jumping, 76 76 change of direction, and 83 agility. 22, 220, 6'2", out of Texas. You just gotta hope that they end up panning out. But I think this was like the last pick of the 3rd round. Yeah. All right, and at the start of the new season, our hidden development center is a starter right now. The CPU ended up drafting a hidden development wide receiver. We didn't really need it, so, I mean, I'm not against it. Our team looks pretty good. Our team does look pretty good. Voorhees could be better. Voorhees could definitely be better. Defense, right end is definitely a position that we need to be looking at in the future. That's not a good position to look at right now. But the rest of the defense looks great. I mean, left outside linebacker, of course. I mean, what can we do right now? Josh Allen just walked away after us giving him one of the best contracts that he's going to get. He left for less money, so can't really do much there. But we will go ahead and simulate to the midseason mark and see how this team is going to end up doing this season. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are 4-2 at the midseason mark. We'll take a look at the roster first and see if there's any difference in terms of the players and what they got. Evan Engram is still a superstar. Calvin Ridley is back. I completely forgot about that. Could have sworn I turned that off, but okay. Calvin Ridley is back alongside Christian Kirk, so we do not have to worry about a wide receiver for a while. Travis Etienne is still an 84. We need him to develop a little more. Voorhees has developed, so has Schmitz. Our defense looks solid. It looks solid. I mean, it could always be better. It could definitely always be better, but I'm sure C.J. Gardner-Johnson is doing what he needs to do right now in that backfield. We definitely have to focus on the D-line when it comes to this upcoming draft and upcoming free agency, depending on what contracts are up, because our cap room right now does not look good. But if we look at the stats to see what is going right this season, 22nd in offensive yards does not seem to be the reason why. 4th in defensive yards will do it, though. 1,700 yards by Trevor Lawrence, 14 TDs, and 5 interceptions. Not bad. Travis Etienne has 438 yards and 3 touchdowns. Snoop Connor has 4 touchdowns, more than what Travis Etienne has. Receiving, Zay Jones has 420 yards and 3 TDs. Evan Engram has 358 and 4 TDs. And Calvin Ridley and Christian Kirk have basically the same yards, 2 TDs, 1 TD. Not bad. It's really not looking that bad. The defense, of course, our middle linebacker, our superstar middle linebacker, is going to be the lead tackler. TFLs, though, Devon Hamilton, our defensive tackle, has 9 TFLs. Brandon Graham has 7 TFLs. Trayvon Walker has 4 TFLs. And Robertson Harris has 4 TFLs as well. I mean, he's not going to be there much longer, but that's great for him. Clavon Chasen has 3 sacks. Trayvon Walker has 2.5. And Brandon Graham has 1. And picks. Devin Lloyd has 3 picks. Oluwakan has 2. And Darius Williams has 2. Not bad overall. It's not bad overall. I mean, our offense could always be better. 22nd is not the best at all. Not even close to middle. So just have to be able to do better than that. We will simulate to the end of the season after we look at who is up for a contract. Calvin Ridley is up for a contract, but we have 58 mil in cap, so I think we'll be fine. I think we can handle all of this when it comes to it. Calvin Ridley's 28, though, so I don't even know if I would really want to keep him necessarily. 3 years might be ideal. I'm going to do that right now just to make sure that we end up keeping him. Maybe a little more, a little less on that. That's a good offer. I'm glad we got the deal done. Okay, so I kind of made it a solid 43 mil. Shaquille Griffin is a solid CB2. He only wants a 1 year, though. I mean, he's 28, so it's understandable. Devon Hamilton is also here. Brandon Graham is not somebody that I'm really looking to re-sign. I think I'll leave these guys for the offseason. I'm not too scared about losing them possibly, but they want to come back anyways. So we will simulate to the end of the season, simulate to the playoffs, and focus on making a push for possibly a Super Bowl already. All right, well, we did not finish off the season great. I think we went 5-6, if I'm not mistaken. 5-6, not great at all. Let's see what happened in terms of the stats. 19th in offensive yards, so we did not improve much in offensive yards, and defensive yards was also 19th. Thanks to that comment that told me that. That's crazy. That is crazy. 4,500 yards, 36 TDs, and 16 interceptions by Trevor Lawrence. Travis Etienne did get above the 1,000-yard mark with 8 TDs. Receiving, Zay Jones had 1,012 and 7 TDs. Christian Kirk had 1,008 TDs. Evan Engram had 983 and 10 TDs. And Calvin Ridley had 863 or 867 with 6 TDs. So not doing bad. I mean, it could be better. But Devin Lloyd was the leading tackler, surprisingly. TFLs Devon Hamilton, somebody that we're looking to re-sign in free agency maybe. Brandon Graham had 16 TFLs. Trayvon Walker had 14. That man does not matter in this franchise right now. Trayvon Walker had 6.5 sacks. Brandon Graham had 6. Chason had 5. And that is really about it. Not the best. Not the best in terms of rankings right now. Both 19th. So 9-8 facing the 11-6 Indianapolis Colts. We'll take a look at the roster if there's any changes. That's just kind of disappointing right now. Not a great sight to see. I mean, Travis Etienne is developing. Everybody's really developing right now. Very slowly, but they're developing. Yeah, I just think that we have to hope that we are able to do something in this playoffs. And if not, then we have some cap space to deal with that in the offseason. All right, and the Jacksonville Jaguars do start off with the ball and end up getting to midfield right now. They're getting down into the red zone, and they end up getting a 16-yard reception by Evan Engram. Travis Etienne rushes it for 5 yards, and Trevor Lawrence passes it to Zay Jones for a 7-yard touchdown, starting off the day with a touchdown. And they get a big pass from Jacoby Brissett back on the Colts to Jonathan Taylor for an 81-yard touchdown right after they got a loss. That's unfortunate for our defense. That doesn't help mentally. 3rd and 6, and we do convert a 6-yard rush by Trevor Lawrence. We're getting stopped right now, though, but Christian Kirk gets 10 yards to make it another first down. They're slowly making their way to the goal line right now. 3rd and 5. 1st and goal with a penalty from Stephon Gilmore. Doesn't help them at all because we get another touchdown to make it 14-7. They are making their way downfield with Jonathan Taylor right now. They convert on 4th down with a 7-yard rush by Jonathan Taylor. 5-yard penalty by the left tackle brings them back. 2nd and 15. 3rd and 3 with an Alex Pierce 12-yard reception. They get the first down anyways. Jacoby Brissett gets sacked by the left outside linebacker, but gets those yards right back with Greg Dortch from the Cardinals. They end up getting a 14-yard reception to Austin Hooper. How did they make so many moves? 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal, 4th and goal. And they end up going for it and get the touchdown with the halfback, the backup halfback. Wow. I think that was the halfback out of Michigan, too. 7-yard reception by Calvin Ridley. We just have to make our way downfield very progressively, but we get stopped. Will Anderson Jr. is on the Colts. That is a killer defense right now. 20-yard reception with Alec Pierce to start off the drive is not going to help us, but we get the interception with Tyson Campbell taking us to the 20-yard line, and we just have to execute. And we went for it and got a negative 2-yard rush. Why don't we just take the field goal? We could have just taken a field goal. 71-yard kick to start off the second half. 3rd and 12, the defense came out to play. 4th and 12, and they end up punting it to us, but we get a negative 2-yard rush by Travis Etienne. 3rd and 12, a penalty, a 15-yard penalty by the free safety. Gives us the first down, and we're getting some big rushes by the halfbacks right now. 19-yard reception by Christian Kirk. We're starting to get stopped, though, but we convert on 3rd down, and we're getting into goal line. A penalty on the left tackle, Cam Robinson. 3rd and 4, and we get the touchdown with Christian Kirk from Trevor Lawrence. The dynamic duo right now. We have to be able to stop him. Greg Dortch gets a 26-yard reception, and we are able to stop them enough for them to only take the field goal. And Harrison Butker is on the Colts from the Chiefs. And we immediately get a 20-yard reception by Calvin Ridley. We are going downfield very progressively, and we end up getting a negative 3-yard rush by Snoop. And a 13-yard reception. We keep converting, and we get another touchdown in the 4th quarter. That could be it, as they get a 21-yard reception and a pick. Oh, it was a penalty. Wait, but we have the ball. We have the ball now. Okay, we just have to chew clock. We just have to chew enough clock. I think we're going for the touchdown, it seems. 3rd and 9. 1st and goal with the 27-yard reception to Zay Jones, and we get another touchdown. That has to be the dagger. There's no other way. They aren't even able to convert. They throw an interception to Tyson Campbell. Wow. And we're going to get another touchdown. 41-17. We are blowing them out right now. They started off hot and then just slowly died off. Now our defense is hitting on all cylinders. They convert on 4th down. They're converting a lot right now. Michael Pittman Jr. has a 27-yard reception. 50 seconds left in the quarter. I don't know why you're going to get another touchdown. Probably for pride. But 42-24 is probably going to be the last score of the game. And your Jacksonville Jaguars are able to move on to the divisional round, beating the Indianapolis Colts. And now we are facing the Kansas City Chiefs in the second round of the playoffs. Almost, I think it's the same way they did face the Kansas City Chiefs this year in the second round. Not an easy matchup at all. We have to be able to go into Arrowhead and win this game right now to move on to the AFC Championship. And we start off with the ball today. And the Chiefs defense come out to play, but Evan Engram gets a 74-yard touchdown to start off the day. I thought we were about to get stopped, and the Chiefs are already starting off hot, getting downfield as they please to get only a field goal. Wow. We start off losing yards and then getting a 15-yard reception by Evan Engram, but it is not enough. We end up punting it to the 1. What a punt. Oh, my goodness. At the 1, pass is thrown away. 3rd and 3 with the Isaiah Pacheco rush, and they end up converting because of a penalty against the offense. What just, okay, I guess they got the touchdown off of it. 3rd and 4, 4th and 4, and we just got stopped immediately. A 3 and out. The Chiefs start off with the second quarter with the ball, 4th and 5, and they end up punting it to us. We have to be able to do something this drive in order to stay in the game. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 7. We end up converting on 3rd down. We are still pushing downfield right now, and we are able to get a second touchdown. 14-10 is the score against the Chiefs. Travis Kelce, the old reliable for Patrick Mahomes right now. 3rd and 6, 4th and 1, and they end up punting it on 4th down. Very surprising. We get the ball back because a pass intercepted for a touchdown by Trevor Lawrence. Wow. 3rd and 12. Now it's going to mess up with his confidence, and now we're going to be struggling. They're at the 2, but it doesn't matter. They still are going to end up going downfield as they please right now. This is insane. They get a touchdown right before the end of the half, and they get the ball at half too. So that does not help us whatsoever. 17 seconds left on the clock. 1st and 10. We're in field goal range. 4 seconds left. Pass is thrown away. I'm sure we're just going to go for the field goal, but we missed it. It was blocked. 50-yard field goal is blocked, and the Chiefs start off with the ball. They have a 9-point lead and are immediately hitting and end up only getting a field goal, 46 yards, 26-14 right now. We have to be able to do something to come back into this game. 3rd and 5, 1st and 10, 2nd and 5. We're making our way downfield. We're not giving up right now. 2nd and 12, 3rd and 2, 1st and goal, and we end up getting a touchdown, 26-21. All we have to do is get a defensive stop, and we just can't do that. Patrick Mahomes does what he does on 3rd down. 3rd and 5, 4th and 5, and they have to punt it to us. We're at the 20. We could get this touchdown right now. 4th and 4. Why is Snoop Connor running the ball? At the 12, Patrick Mahomes gets a 4-yard rush. 3rd and 1. 4th and 3 with a negative 2-yard rush by Isaiah Pacheco, and they end up punting it to us, and we return it to the 43. We have a chance to even just get into field goal range, but we want more. We want to go to the goal line and get another touchdown with Zay Jones catching that touchdown by Trevor Lawrence. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, and our defense is absolutely locking down. All we have to do is hold on to the ball and chew the clock. The 2-minute warning passes. And did we end up getting a touchdown? We did. An unknown pass happens, 36-26, and an interception. Darius Williams, 23 yards. Wow, we just might be able to finish this game off. 4th and 3, and we take the field goal. It is now a 2-score game, and the Chiefs have to be able to do the unimaginable right now, and they're going downfield very easily. They get another touchdown. 15 seconds left on the clock. The onside kick is recovered by us, so that means that is going to be the end of the game, and we finally beat the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead and end up moving on to the AFC Conference Championship. Wow. The New England Patriots are 14-3 this season. Seems like Matthew Judon had an absolute amazing season. Wow. I thought we had just faced the hardest opponent that we were going to face, but it seems like the Patriots are just as good at Gillette Stadium. We have not had any sort of home field advantage. We just have to come into Gillette and try to win it to move on to the biggest game of the year. All right, and the Patriots do start off with the ball with a snowy day in New England, and they end up getting a quick one right now. 3rd and 10, 4th and 10. Wow, they got absolutely locked up on that, and they end up punting it to us within the 10-yard line. 4th and 1, though, and we end up punting it right back. A quick 3 and out for us. 4th and 1, and they end up punting it. They do end up punting it. They don't go for it. 1st and 10. We're just trying to run the ball because of the weather conditions right now. Evan Engram with a 14-yard reception. 2nd and 10. 1st and 10. Evan Engram once again. Christian Kirk got a 23-yard reception, and now Calvin Ridley gets his first touchdown of the playoffs. As far as I know, some of them have been hidden. New England Patriots have the ball, 3rd and 10, and they do end up converting with Hunter Henry. 2nd and 3. They keep converting right now, 3rd and 9, and they get a big reception by Jordan Addison, the rookie. And they're getting into scoring range right now, and they are able to get their first touchdown of the day. Now we have to be able to answer back and not allow them to get any sort of momentum right now, and it seems like we have that all for sure right now. 14-7. The Jaguars are up on the Patriots, and we lock them up once again. 4th and 6, and we end up getting the ball back at the 20. We're trying to get another touchdown to really try to put the game out of reach for the Patriots right now. 3rd and 7, 4th and 1, and we end up kicking the field goal and making it. James McCourt. Wow. I do not know who that is. They end up kicking it off to us because we start off with the ball at the half. Did not realize that it was halftime, and we end up having to punt it away. That is not good for us right now. 3rd and 4, they convert on it. 1st and 10, they are getting downfield as much as they want right now. And an interception by the middle linebacker gets us the ball back, and we have to be able to answer with it. 4th and 1, and we're going to punt it away. They get the ball right back. We have to be able to answer on those interceptions that we get. We cannot just let the defense not get something from it. And we have the ball. A 10-yard penalty against the offense. 2nd and 20, 3rd and 18. We just end up giving the ball back. But it doesn't seem like they're able to do much with it either. A 10-yard penalty, 4th and 14. And they try to go for it and put us in the red zone. And we get a penalty on the rookie. The rookie is not... Oh, my gosh. We have to get another field goal. We're up by 13 now, though. They try to go... Oh, my gosh. They tried to convert on 3rd down, and they're not able to. And we get the ball right back. I think we're just going to chew clock right now. No. We get to 4th down and have to kick it again. Now, 3rd and 5, 4th and 4. The Patriots can't do anything, but they do convert on 4th down, but they are sacked for a 7-yard loss. 4th and 8, and they end up converting on that too. Hunter Henry is having a day right now. 4th and 8, but they were not able to get it that time. Andre Carter, the rookie, is able to get the sack, and I think we're just going to run it out right now, and that is really going to do it for this game against the New England Patriots, and we move on to the Super Bowl in the first season of the rebuild. Wow. And we have to face America's team in the Super Bowl, the Dallas Cowboys, 15-2. Wow, we're on a hot streak, though. It's in Vegas. We could get lucky right now. We just have to see how we're able to go against this defense with Micah Parsons on it. All right, and now we are in the Super Bowl, and we start off with the ball right now. 3rd and 5, and we're not able to get a first down on the first drive of the day. A quick 3 and out, and the Dallas Cowboys seem to be able to go downfield. 3rd and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 19 because of a sack by Trayvon Walker. 3rd and 19, 4th and 2. They weren't quite able to get a first down, but end up taking the field goal. 3-0 in the Super Bowl. We come out swinging right now. Sam Williams gets a sack on Trevor Lawrence, though, and they get another sack on Trevor Lawrence. 3rd and 24. Not enough to convert on 3rd down, and the Cowboys get it right back and are going downfield right now and end up getting their first touchdown with Ezekiel Elliott. 10-0 right now. We have to be able to answer back in some way. 2nd and 13, 3rd and 7. Why do we run it on 3rd down? We end up punting it away to them again, and they are going to go downfield. Once again, they're almost in the red zone, and they do get in on the 5. 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal, and they end up getting a touchdown. It is 17-0 right now in the Super Bowl. We cannot get blown out when we've come all this way. 3rd and 2. We punt it away. We put them at the 9. 1st and 10. The Cowboys are just doing as they please, but we get the interception with Devin Lloyd. We have to be able to answer with that. 20 seconds left, and we get sacked. And we fumble the ball? Why are we choking the game away right now? 17-0. We got a pick right before the end of the half, and we just simply were not able to get any points from it. Dallas Cowboys are going downfield again and get the score to 24-0. We keep getting losses right now, and it is not helping us right now. 1st and 10. Wow. A 19-yard reception by Christian Kirk. And an interception thrown by Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is not here today. He is not here today. This is insane. We are getting blown out in the Super Bowl. 31-0. We simply cannot do a single thing right now until right now where we get our first touchdown of the day. Putting points on the board at least, I guess. They end up punting it back to us. We could possibly come back into the game if we score fast enough. 3rd and 4. 1st and 10. We're going downfield. 3rd and 8. Oh. And we went for it and didn't get it. Yep. That's the end of the Super Bowl. Wow, we got absolutely obliterated by the Dallas Cowboys. That is not a fun sight at all. And with the 2023 recap, the Cowboys do beat us, and Dak Prescott gets Super Bowl MVP. I would be surprised if he didn't. Trent Simpson wins Defensive Rookie of the Year, and Quentin Johnston wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. None of our players won any awards this year, which is very disappointing. Coach of the Year was Mike McCarthy. I mean, they went 15-2. I don't know what you expect, really. But now we have to get into the offseason. We have to move on from the Super Bowl, get into the offseason where we have $42.7 million supposedly. We have some players to re-sign, but we also have to worry about who is in free agency right now. We have to be able to see who we're able to get. And I'm not sure if it's worth signing these players right now and sacrificing possibly having space for somebody in free agency. I think I'm going to go ahead and re-sign Devon Hamilton. He has been great for us. I'm going to sign him to a neutral deal. Excited to sign such a great offer. That's great. 35 mil. Shaquille Griffin, I think, can go into free agency. I think I'm willing to risk that right now. I'm not too concerned about it. Jamal Agnew is going into free agency as well, but he's 29 now. That's not great for a wide receiver. We do have a wide receiver now that is a younger one and also fast. So I think we can go into free agency with this 35 mil that we have and see who is available that we can add to the squad. And as much as we need some defensive players in terms of defensive line and left outside linebackers still, with the cap space that I have, and the players that are there at those positions, it's either you get Nick Bosa or somebody like Jadeveon Clowney, who is an 80 overall and is 31, and that's just wasting time. You can get somebody like Chris Lindstrom, who is a right guard, but we would probably move him to left if he comes to the team. Shaquille Griffin, we're trying to get back. I mean, I could probably pay less, to be honest with you, but I'm going to keep it at the same right now just in case other teams end up trying to give him an offer. I'm just going to evaluate these right now. And they end up both deciding, and they end up both coming to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We have Chris Lindstrom for 5 years. That secures the left guard position and the right guard position for basically the next 3 years. Nick Bosa ended up going to the Giants, and so did Terrell Edmonds. Wow, Tua Tagovailoa went to the Commanders. All right, we're going to go ahead and stick and pick at the 31st pick. If we have a lot of players on our favorites right now, so I'm just hoping that they end up being there for us. Riley Rodgers gets taken right before us. We didn't want him. So we have to go ahead and see if any of the players that we have right now. There's Melvin Hill, who I was looking at. I think that was the one that I was really looking at for this position. It was. Yep. And he's really the only one that's here, to be honest with you. I'm definitely hoping that one of these players are still here by the second round. I would have to decide which ones I would want to get, because I have two third round picks. So the third round picks aren't an issue, but the second round picks, I have to see what I'm going to do. But I'm going to take Melvin Hill here. He looks pretty freaking solid. I mean, he has elite strength. Everything else kind of sucks, but his stats are pretty good. B awareness, B play recognition, B power moves, A impact, A tackle, and he's a run stopper. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and take Melvin Hill here. Hopefully he does end up being good and he's normal development. I just hope that he's a good overall, just so he can be at our left end position. I mean, this guy looks good. Zaire Sherrod looks pretty good. He is a pass coverage, so he has A man coverage and A zone coverage. I might have to take him. I don't think we have a left outside linebacker right now. We don't. And these players aren't supposed to be taken until the third round. We wouldn't have to take Juan Miles, even though he looks pretty good. But that was like the safe option if this guy wasn't here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take Zaire Sherrod out of Virginia, 6'2", 222, and 22 years old. We're going to draft him here. He is hidden development. I think he's going to be pretty freaking good for us. 88 acceleration, 89 agility, 81 change of direction, 78 jumping, 84 speed, 77 strength. Pretty good. Hopefully in these third round picks, we're able to get some of these players that we already have saved. All right, only one of the cornerbacks is still here, so we're going to go ahead and take him now just to make sure that we end up getting him. Sidney Jennings was the better one out of the two in terms of physicals. His stats are a little iffy. He's kind of like a Keely Ringo type of person out of Colorado State. 6'1", 195, 22 years old. Yeah, I think I'm going to get him. We need a cornerback for the future. Hopefully he can develop. He is hidden development. 93 speed, 86 jumping, 89 change of direction, 88 agility, and 95 acceleration. I did my thing in this draft. Just going to draft at value here. Juan Miles is better than any of the prospects right now, and if anything, we just move his position. Hopefully he ends up being good. He's not the greatest, so I guess he's just going to be a backup for right now. But there really was no ends that I really felt like were worth taking in the third round. They were all day 3 prospects and not the best stats. So that, I think, is going to do it for this draft in terms of picks. I don't see much else that we can do right now in terms of value. So as of right now, this is the roster that we're going to be working with this season. Evan Engram does have superstar X Factor. That is amazing for us right now. Our line looks pretty freaking good. Our line looks really good right now. Travis Etienne is still our running back of the future. Christian Kirk is our wide receiver 1. Calvin Ridley, Zay Jones, and our former rookie, who was supposed to have hidden development, ended up being normal development now. And one of our cornerbacks, Darius Williams, retired after the draft, which is very convenient for him since now we're screwed. So our ends are not the greatest. We got Cameron Jordan. I guess later on the CPU got him because we didn't draft for ends at all because I couldn't find any. CJ Gardner-Johnson is down to star. Sherrod is going to be starting at left outside linebacker. I think the linebackers look good and the backfield looks good. It's just a line right now. And I was going to make a trade, but I kind of want to see what this team is able to do at the midseason mark. So I will go ahead and simulate to that and see what record we end up having. Wow. We are 0-6. Whoa. 31st in offensive yards, 26 in defensive yards. Wow, Trevor Lawrence has not performed well. 1,300 yards, 10 interceptions, and 5 picks. Travis Etienne only has 374 yards and 1 touchdown. Receiving, Christian Kirk has 395, 0 touchdowns. Zay Jones has 301 touchdown. Calvin Ridley has 297 and 2. And Evan Engram has 234 and 4 TDs. We're 0-6. What? Leading tackler is Devin Lloyd. TFL's Trayvon Walker, Devon Hamilton, Devin Lloyd. Sacks, Trayvon Walker has 5.5. Cameron Jordan has 3.5. The guy that's playing right end has 1. Interceptions, Aluakan has 1. And Lloyd has 1. I'm a little bamboozled, or not bamboozled, baffled right now at us being 0-6 at the moment. I mean, I guess we have to look at the draft. I wasn't planning to get a right tackle. I mean, if anything, I would get a left end, but he doesn't seem like he's supposed to even be going in the top 5. I'm a bit concerned. Right now. Our team is looking good. The overalls are basically the same. It's just morale right now. I guess the line is as important as we thought. Sherrod has not been performing, it seems. Jennings ended up being a superstar, so that's great for us. But we are struggling very heavily right now. I mean, we can see who's up for re-signing, so we can see who we can pack up right now. But Tyson Campbell, 24 years old. Travis Etienne. Oh, we have 142 mil in cap. All right, we signed Tyson Campbell to a neutral deal, so it didn't take an excessive amount of money. How much do you want? Need a bigger offer to overcome this team not being a fit for me. That's an interesting choice of words. Trevor Lawrence doesn't really want to come back right now. Need to do more to convince me this team is right for my future. Wow, I'm a bit concerned right now. Foyesada Luakan. Go ahead and try. It's a good offer. All right, so we're getting our defense back at least. Brennan Sheriff is up for a contract. He wants a 1-year deal. Shaquille Griffin is still at 82. Okay, I guess the rest of these players can wait until free agency. Because, my goodness, that 0-6 and these players don't want to come back to us. That is not helping us at all. I guess we're just going to have to simulate to the end of the season and hope that we're able to get these players back in free agency. But, wow, this is surprising. And we finish off the season 5-12. That is not good at all. I'm heavily concerned for this team. We went from a Super Bowl team to just not making it at all. 32nd in defensive yards. I think we were like 23rd in offensive, if I wasn't mistaken. 4,500 yards, 38 TDs, and 13 interceptions. I mean, he picked it up after the first half, but we still went 5-12. Travis Etienne had 1,007 TDs. Receiving, 2 players had 1,000 yards. Christian Kirk had 1,300 with 11, and Evan Engram had barely 1,000 with 9. Calvin Ridley was almost there with 908. Zay Jones seems to be going down right now. Huh. I probably should have packaged up Zay Jones for a pick or something, but I was just so concerned about the fact that we were 0-6. It had me messed up. Devin Lloyd, leading tackler, probably leading TFL. Oh no, Trayvon Walker had 17, Cameron Jordan had 12, Devin Lloyd had 10, Hamilton had 10. Sacks, Trayvon Walker also had 14. Cameron Jordan had 8.5. Melvin Hill, the rookie, had 4.5. So we do not make it to the playoffs. 5-12 is not good. So now we have to figure out what the heck we're going to do in free agency. And in the Super Bowl, the 49ers and the Dolphins, that was a Super Bowl that people thought was going to happen this year. At least some people. 49ers and Dolphins, but the 49ers win by 3 points, and Trey Lance wins Super Bowl MVP. None of our players win anything. I wouldn't be surprised because we sucked. Mike McCarthy wins Coach of the Year again. Wow, we have a lot to do this offseason now. I thought we were pretty set as a team, but our quarterback doesn't want to come back. Our running back doesn't want to come back. And now we have to basically rejuvenate the roster right now with some players. We have 121 mil in cap. I mean, very player friendly. I would like to play for a new team next year. That's crazy. 15 mil for a franchise tag. This isn't a debate. We have to keep Trevor Lawrence. I enjoyed playing for you, but I think I'm going to test out free agency. All right, so we signed Brandon Sheriff to a 2-year deal so we can actually have some sort of security. Shaquille Griffin kept regressing, so we're not going to take him back. Jawan Taylor puts us below. We'll give him a neutral. Likes to play for a new team next year. That's fantastic. I love that for me. In free agency, we are scraping at keeping our franchise players right now. Trevor Lawrence, we're in the lead for him. And Travis Etienne, we're the only team offering him anything, so I would imagine that he's going to accept it. We're looking for a free safety. I'm not going to lie. Need somebody that's going to change something. Jalen Phillips, right outside linebacker. I would move him to left outside linebacker. We have had no luck getting another one. Right tackle, Jawan Taylor. Cam Robinson is still out there, but we had to pick and choose what we want to do. Hassan Reddick did not want to come here. Monroe St. Brown, I mean, I just couldn't get him really. I could not get a Monra. Also because the players that we have are pretty decent already. I mean, actually, nah, I'm going to stick with this. I mean, hopefully Amonra is still here after this evaluation period. Trevor Lawrence is still waiting. Amonra is still here, so we do have some space to actually get him. Jalen Phillips does not end up coming to us. He goes to the Seahawks. Travis Etienne ends up coming to us. Jawan Taylor. Trevor Lawrence is still thinking, and so is Tyrann Mateo. So we're going to try to get a Monra right now. All right, to kind of stiffen up our wide receiver room right now, we are in the clear lead to get a Monra St. Brown. We're still in the lead for Trevor Lawrence, and we're still in the lead for Tyrann Mathieu. So we're going to go ahead and evaluate this. Hopefully they all accept, and they do end up all accepting, and that helps us tremendously right now because we were struggling. All right, and I think the last signings of free agency is going to be Younghoe Koo, Eric Stokes, and Boogie Basham Jr. Running us dry, really, but we need ends, clearly, because we struggled last season when we had none of them. Cornerback is really for the CB3 position. Kicker, need that because we don't have one. So hopefully they all end up accepting, and they do. So we are going to be solid for right now. We're at $120,000. Ran us dry this year, but we had to do what we had to do in order to get through this. Oh, left tackle. All right, well, we're packing up 2 players that are about to be on their contract expiration that I don't think that I'm going to be re-signing, and I want to get some value out of it while they're still young. They're not going to be playing at their positions anymore. So Andrew Voorhees and Andre Carter are both on their way to the Jets for a 2nd-round pick. The thought process behind it is really just trying to get more picks out of the prospects that I have right now. I mean, Chris Lindstrom is going to be playing left guard. We did re-sign Brandon Sheriff, so we're solid there. I have a plan for the 1st pick or the 4th pick in the 1st round. We have 2 2nd-round picks. I want to see if I can get anything else right now, but if not, then I'll see you in the draft. All right, and we're going to go ahead and pack up our 5th, 6th, and 7th round pick for a 3rd-round pick from the Panthers. It's a late 3rd-round pick, but it's a 3rd-round pick nonetheless. We're not going to be wasting our time with the 5th and 6th and 7th round. We want the best prospects that we can get, and that's in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round for us. So I think, are going to stick with that and see what is going to happen at this draft right now. All right, and we are the 4th pick, so I think we're just going to go pick by pick here. A QB gets taken at the 1st pick, Steve Kemp. Cole Rice gets taken at the 2nd pick. That doesn't help us much. And Mitch Martin gets taken at the 3rd pick. And we are here at the 4th. And we're looking for somebody right now. More looking towards... It could be Alex Cobbs. But Mateo Beltran looks pretty good. Physicals look good. I mean, elite speed doesn't really matter much for a right tackle. But he's agile? Yeah. Definitely agile. A lead block. B pass block finesse. Could be good blocking overall. He would be playing the left tackle position because that is a position that we need right now, like desperately. Like there's no position there right at this moment. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take Mateo Beltran. As much as Chris Feldman might be good. Ooh. Never mind. I'm taking Chris Feldman. He is overall better. I'm going to take him. Hidden development. I hope that he is so much better than the other guy. But Texas A&M, 6'8", 338, 22 years old. Power blocker. I might get him and then hope that Jared Barnes falls. So I'm going to go ahead and take him. He's not hidden development. That's so disappointing. Oh, we're only 2 picks after. Okay. Okay, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and take this other guy next. Hope that he is good as well. Jared Barnes, position of need. And he's hidden development. Wow, I'm glad we were 2 picks later because that would have screwed us. Out of Florida State, 6'3", 269. Overall good stats and a power rusher. So hopefully he comes in and does his thing. Oh, wow. Jerome Whitfield looks good. I mean, it's another left outside linebacker, but the other one wasn't too good. This is pass coverage out of Virginia Tech. It's just there's not a lot of prospects. Like, there is a lot of prospects, but they're all wide receivers and quarterbacks and halfbacks, and we have all of those. Taking a chance on somebody like this that could possibly be pivotal. Hidden development. 89 acceleration, 89 agility, 79 change of direction, 79 jumping, and 83 speed. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think we have one more pick left, and then that's going to be the end of this draft. This left guard looks pretty good. Another position that we're pretty deep at, but UCLA, 23 years old, 6'5", 319. Hidden development as well. I mean, you just got to take what you can with the value that you're at. Go ahead and take this wide receiver, FAU. Physicals are decent. We're in the 4th round. Just taking a chance, really. Hidden development. Wow. 87 speed, 92 jumping, 88 change of direction, 87 agility, 89 acceleration. Could be pretty good. All right, well, I feel like we can definitely bounce back this season. After a season like last, I mean, you can only bounce back, really. Amon St. Brown and Christian Kirk are both superstar. For some reason, Feldman is not starting. Go ahead and change that real quick. Feldman is starting at left tackle, and our line looks pretty freaking good right now. Hambrick is another tackle that we got. Defense, though. Whitfield is behind Trayvon Walker, who is now a superstar, so that's fantastic for us. Our ends look decent. We're not complaining about it. Cornerbacks look decent too. I mean, it's just overall a pretty good team. We just have to be able to win games this season. So we will sim to the midseason mark and hope that we don't see the same record that we did last season. Why are we 0-6 again? Our team still looks the same. It looks better than our first year team. Like, we didn't even have Josh Allen the first year either. I don't quite understand what's going on, to be honest with you. But the stats, holy crap. But the stats, 28th in offensive yards and 10th in defensive, so it's the offense. Almost 1,500 yards and 8 TDs and 8 interceptions. We were that bad? 490 yards and 6 touchdowns for Travis Etienne. Receiving 560 yards with 4 TDs for Amon Ra. Christian Kirk at 364 and 2. Defense, I'm not worried about the blocking. Defense, Aluakon had the most tackles. Hamilton had 5 TFLs. CJ Gardner-Johnson had 4. And Basham Jr. has 4. Sacks, Basham Jr. has 4. Melvin Hill has 3, and Trayvon Walker has 2.5. I don't understand. I really don't understand what's going on. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and see what players are up for a contract and see if we can pack up anybody. Christian Kirk, and he's 28. Oof. And Trayvon Walker. I think I'll be more worried about Trayvon Walker than anything. Trayvon Walker and Devin Lloyd is definitely 2 of the players that I'll be looking to re-sign. I think I'm going to do that now, and if I don't have the cap space, I'm just going to end up trading Christian Kirk. That's a difficult choice. All right, well, we get Christian Kirk back, so that's fantastic for us. We lock him down for, I think, another 2 years, 3 years. I guess that's going to be it for the re-signing. The players that I wasn't able to re-sign are not players that I'm willing to trade, to be honest with you. Trayvon Walker is a superstar right now, so he could definitely develop. Devin Lloyd, I just can't make any trades with this right now. I just have to see what ends up happening at the end of the season because we're 0-6. And we end up only losing one game for the rest of the season. What picked up? 5th in offensive yards. We were what, like 27th? 2nd in defensive yards. Trevor Lawrence really picked it up going. He had 8 TDs and 8 interceptions at the midway mark. Now he has 4,400 yards, 35 TDs, and 15 interceptions. Rushing, Travis Etienne being worth all the money, 1,500 yards and 17 TDs. Receiving, Amon-Ra St. Brown had 1,500 yards and 10 TDs. And Evan Engram had 824 and 10 TDs too. Defense, Luakon had the leading tackles. Hamilton had 10 TFLs. CJ Gardner-Johnson had 8. Melvin Hill had 8. Basham Jr. had 8. Sacks, Trayvon Walker had 10.5. Melvin Hill had 9. I mean, we really picked it up. We needed to pick it up. There was no reason for us to be losing like that at all. And now we have to face the Denver Broncos in the first round. Let's see if there's any changes to the roster right now. I wouldn't think so. Yeah, no, they have Feldman starting at right tackle now. Receivers look good. Receivers definitely look good. Evan Engram is a superstar X Factor. Line looks good. I mean, I don't see why we don't push for the Super Bowl right now. But we have to face the Broncos first. Hopefully we're able to get through this and be able to move on to the divisional. And the Broncos do start off with the ball and end up almost not converting on 3rd down. And they're getting downfield right now. But we get the interception with our middle linebacker. This is one of his last chances to get a Super Bowl right now in this playoff. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 12, and we're able to convert with Calvin Ridley on a 26-yard gain. 1st and 15, 2nd and 8, a sack by BJ Hill, but that doesn't matter because Calvin Ridley gets another big reception. We're almost there to getting a touchdown, but we're not able to get it, and we have to stick with the field goal. The Broncos get it back, and they seem to be moving downfield right now as they lose some yards and they convert on 3rd down and get Jerry Jeudy his first touchdown of the day. Russell Wilson is not the QB anymore. We get the ball back. We have to get a touchdown in order to answer back to them. 3rd and 5, 4th and 1. We end up going for it and we make it. 2nd and 5. A penalty on Brandon Sheriff knocks us back 5 yards. 3rd and 5, 4th and 10. We end up going for the field goal and we make it. Younghoe Koo doing his thing. And the Broncos, 2nd and 19, 3rd and 17. And we stop them on this drive. We needed that. We have to be able to score before the end of the half. We're getting some big plays right now. And we get another one to Amon-Ra for a 43-yard touchdown. That is huge for us right now. When we make the field goal, we have to be able to stop them before the half. They get a touchdown to Elijah Moore right before the end of the half. But we're trying to get into field goal range right now as we do. And we're in scoring range. And we're able to get the touchdown with 11 seconds left on the clock to Christian Kirk. Wow. 20-14. And that is the end of the half. And we are getting the ball first. We have to be able to score to really extend this game. And we do end up getting another touchdown on the day. But we missed the field goal attempt. The Broncos have the ball and get 3 straight incompletions. But we're getting stopped at our own goal line. But now we're moving downfield slowly. We crossed the 50-yard line. We're getting into field goal range. 4th and 5. We have to take the field goal, and we make it. Wow, Younghoe Koo was a great addition to the squad. 1st and 20, 2nd and 29, 3rd and 21, and they just simply cannot do anything against our defense. They tried to go for her on 4th and did not convert. Wow. We're getting into touchdown range once again, and we get another one. 36-14. That has to be it. They're going downfield, but they're really not able to do much with it. We get the ball back, a 10-yard penalty on us, 3rd and 16, 4th and 14. We end up punting it to them. They're just getting locked up by us right now. We're in scoring range once again, and we chew out the clock and win the game 36-14 against the Denver Broncos in the first round, making a statement. All right, and now we move on to the divisional, facing an old rival right now in the Indianapolis Colts. 12-5. We have to be able to beat them. They still have Jonathan Taylor playing at a high level, so got to be able to excel. And the Jaguars do start off with the ball. We're trying to make a statement to start off the day, but we get both negative yardage, 4th and 9, and we have to punt it back to them. They get a 10-yard penalty on Cam Robinson, who they got from us. Thankfully, they got him from us because he was getting penalties for us. 3rd and 5, 4th and 3, and they're not able to convert. They punt it right back to us. Now we're trying to make a statement. Trevor Lawrence gets sacked for a 5-yard loss. We're able to convert on 3rd down. We're getting us a field goal range. 3rd and 4, we convert again. 2nd and 9, 3rd and 4, and we get the first touchdown. 7-0. Indianapolis Colts go into the second quarter, still scoreless. 4th and 3, and have to punt it once again. We're trying to make it downfield slowly but surely, but we end up punting it away on 4th and 1. The Colts have the ball once again. 3rd and 10, and they get sacked by Trayvon Walker. He is doing his thing lately. 3rd and 1. They convert on 3rd down. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 7. 4th and 7. We end up punting it away, and it is a touchback. The Colts have the ball once again. They seem to be moving downfield now, but they end up only taking the field goal with Harrison Butker. We want to do the same in getting points. We're getting into field goal range. But it wasn't enough time before the end of the half. And the Colts get the ball at the half. 3rd and 5, 4th and 5. They try. Oh, they missed a field goal. And we get the ball with some great field position. We're already in field goal range. Now we're in the red zone. And we are going to get another touchdown and miss the PAT. 13-3, a 10-point game. 2nd and 4, 3rd and 9. 3rd and 4 because of a penalty. They end up getting a huge reception by Michael Pittman. They're getting, and they get the touchdown. 13-10, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. We have to be, 4th and 1, and we have to punt it away. Beginning of the fourth quarter, they have the ball. They're only down by 3 right now. 2nd and 2, 1st and 10. A penalty on C.J. Gardner-Johnson moves them forward 5 yards. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 9, 4th and 9. They're going to take the field goal and tie up the game. We have to be able to do something right now, as we seem to be looking to do, but a 10-yard penalty on Jawan Taylor is not going to help us. 2nd and 12, and a pick by David Long Jr. And the Colts are already in field goal range. They're trying to get another score. 2nd and 3. A penalty on Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, wait, but we got the ball back without any problem. No score at all. And they get a big reception by Christian Kirk. We're in field goal range now. We're about to be in the red zone. 3rd and 8. We get knocked back to the 26, and we have to take the field goal 16-13. We simply just can't allow them to get a touchdown right now. 4th and 6, and they convert it. 3rd and 3. They don't convert on 4th and 8 on 3rd down. 4th and 8. They try to, but a 5-yard penalty on us is not going to help. 20 seconds left on the clock, and they cannot do anything with it. And we get the ball back to run out the clock and beat the Indianapolis Colts in the second round. Low scoring game, but a thriller nonetheless. 16-3. Oof, we almost lost that one. All right, and in the AFC Conference Championship, we are facing the Cleveland Browns. Both 10-7. The records don't matter. We just have to come out on top right now. And the Jaguars start off with the ball and immediately are trying to make a statement right now. 1st and 10, and get a negative 3-yard rush on the new set of downs. 4th and inches, and they end up punting it away on 4th and inches. But immediately a 3 and out by the Cleveland Browns as Deshaun Watson. Travis Etienne with a 60-yard rush for the touchdown. 7-0 right now. Wow, our defense is showing up today because they are not able to do much at all. We convert on 3rd down to Calvin Ridley. We're getting into the red zone. We get knocked back by Myles Garrett. 4th and 9. We have to take the field goal and make it a 10-0 game. And the Cleveland Browns are rushing downfield a lot. 3rd and 16. 4th and 9 is not enough to get a first down. 2nd and 9. 3rd and 8. 4th and 3. And we're going to have to punt it right back. 10-0. Paris Campbell is now on the Browns. A penalty by Trayvon Walker puts them forward 15 yards, 2nd and 12. They convert. They're in the red zone, and they seem to be getting the touchdown, 10-7. Oh, wow, but a big reception by Calvin Ridley once again, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, but we convert on 3rd down to Christian Kirk and are trying to get into that red zone, and we do, with Amon-Ra St. Brown doing it for us. We're getting into scoring range, 3rd and 5, 1st and goal. We have a new set of downs, and we get the touchdown, 17-7. We have to be able to stop them before the end of the half, and that is exactly what we do. And they end up punting it right back to us with a minute left. We have time to get another touchdown. 3rd and 10, but a pick by John Johnson gets them into prime field goal range, and they get a touchdown before the end of the half. That completely screwed us, but we're in field goal range now with Calvin Ridley getting a big reception, and we take the field goal and make it a we make it a 6-point game. Almost at a touchdown game. Browns are rushing the ball a lot. 3rd and 6. They convert on 3rd down. They're getting some big pass plays. They should probably stick to that. 3rd and 25 because Deshaun Watson got sacked by Melvin Hill. 4th and 25. And they tried to go for the field goal, and it got blocked. And the kicker got injured on the play. Wow. Okay, so we're going to get into field goal range right now immediately. 3rd and 14 because we got sacked. And now we're at 1st and goal because of a 5-yard penalty. A 7-yard rush. And we end up getting a touchdown with Snoop Conner rushing it in. And make it a 14-point game with the 2-point conversion being converted by Travis Etienne. We have to be able to stop him. Once again. They put us at the 1 though. We rushed for a bit. We're just trying to keep the ball as stable as possible. 3rd and 2. We have to punt it back to them. They're at the 50. They can't do anything with it right now. They turn the ball over while they try to go for it on 4th down. And we get another touchdown? A fumble recovered by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Then why did it have the blue streak going for the touchdown? 3rd and 1. And a pick by Devin Lloyd. That has to be the game sealer. Yep. We're going to get another touchdown right now. Oh, nope. We're just going to get a field goal. 31-14. That has to be it. That has to be the dagger right there. They just simply cannot do anything against us. We're going to run out this clock and be able to win this game. 3rd and 16. 4th and 11. End up turning the ball over. Whoa. Jeez. Okay. 2nd and 5. The Browns have it, and they get a big conversion. But it's not with enough time, though. 31-21. I don't think that they're going to be able to do much. Onside is recovered by us, and that has to be game. Yup, that's going to be the end of the game. We end up moving on to the Super Bowl. Once again, hopefully this time actually executing and winning the Lombardi Trophy right now. And now we're going to be facing the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl. They had won it last year. We're facing an opponent that wants to go back-to-back. They're 11-6, though, so we might have a chance right now. Ooh, we just had to play a very difficult defense. And to start off the game, the Jaguars do have the ball, but get an immediate penalty on Jawan Taylor. 2nd and 20, 3rd and 18. We almost get the first, but we have to punt it away, and we put them at the 1. But that doesn't matter to them because, 4th and inches, and they have to punt it. Wow, this is a very defensive game right now. We're trying to cross the 50, and we end up doing that, but we get sacked by Bryson Howard. 3rd and 14. We get the 3rd down conversion to Calvin Ridley. 2nd and 5, 1st and goal, and we're able to get the touchdown. 7-0 is how we start off the day right now, and the 49ers have awoken. They are going downfield very slowly, and end up getting the touchdown with Christian McCaffrey just absolutely taking over that drive. And we get a penalty again on Jawan Taylor. 2nd and 13, 3rd and 13. That is not good for us in our momentum right now. The 49ers are just going downfield very slowly with a bunch of 5 to 10 yard runs. And they get another touchdown. It is 13-7. We have to be able to do something with it. 2nd and 5. We convert. Calvin Ridley with a 23-yard reception. We're getting close to touchdown range. Second and goal, and we are able to get it and take the 1-point lead. There's a minute and 10 left in the quarter, and the 49ers are trying to do something with it, but are not able to. 4th and 2, and a 5-yard penalty on us moves them forward. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 5, 4th and 5. Once again, oh, but they make the field goal. And we just run out the clock and give it back to the 49ers at the half. 3rd and 15, though, and another loss because Jedrick Wills with the 10-yard penalty. 4th and 7, and they end up punting it to us. 3rd and 2, 3rd and 7 because of Evan Engram, and we end up converting anyways. 3rd and 2 again. 2nd and 19 because Trevor Lawrence got sacked by Drake Jackson. 3rd and 18, and we're just not able to convert at all. We have to be able to stop them on defense in order to come back into this game, and they convert on 3rd down again. They're getting into field goal range. 2nd and goal, and they get another touchdown. They take a 9-point lead before the 4th quarter, and now we're looking to get some sort of score. 3rd and 13. Bryson Howard is having a day. 1st and 10, 2nd and 2, and we get the touchdown with the Monroe St. Brown with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the quarter. 3rd and 5, 4th and 5. The defense showed up. This gives us a chance on the offensive side to do something with it. 1st and 10. We cross the 50. We're almost in field goal range, and we get into there. We're trying to get into the red zone as we do. 1st and 10, 2nd and 3. A loss on a negative yard rush. 3rd and 5, 4th and inches, and I think we're just going to take the field goal, and we do. We take a 1-point lead, and they immediately get 2 big plays against us. 2nd and 5, 1st and goal, and end up getting a touchdown. They try to go for the 2-point conversion and fail, so all we have to do is get the touchdown. We do not have to worry about the PAT. 3rd and 5, and a penalty takes us all the way to the 45, and we get the touchdown with Calvin Ridley with 40 seconds left on the clock and end up getting the 2-point conversion, so they have to get a touchdown to win the game right now. And they immediately get a big reception by George Kittle. They're getting some big plays right now. 3 seconds left on the clock. Do they have the field goal in them? They make it and take us to overtime, and the 49ers start off with the ball. Wow. I think Super Bowl rules are different from regular overtime. A.J. Dillon is on the 49ers. They get the touchdown and end up getting the field goal too. We get a big reception by Amon-Ra, though. We're across the 50. 3rd and 10. 4th and 10. All right, I need this O-line to block for me. Oh, what a dot. What a dot. Oh, my goodness. Trevor Lawrence with an absolute bullet. Trying to put Travis Etienne out there. Ooh, get out. Get out. Get out. Okay. Woo. This is going to be intense right now. All right, possibly something here. Oh, there we go. There we go, Evan Engram. Get us the first down. 4th and inches. Oh, Lord. There we go. Right there. 51 seconds left on the clock. Amon-Ra St. Brown. We're going to call a timeout so we don't fumble the ball. Oh, there we go. Touchdown, Christian Kirk. Do we go for the 2-point conversion to win the game, though? I think we stick with the tie. I am going to let the defense do their thing. I'm not going to... Oh, my goodness. A 15-yard reception immediately? Oh, no. No. They're already at the 50. All right. 1st and 10. 20 seconds left on the clock. They really only have one chance, to be honest, because any no huddle. Stokes gets the interception. Are we going to take it back for the pick 6? We don't, but we take it back for enough to get a field goal. I'm not risking me messing that up. Nope. I will watch it from here. And we get the game-winning field goal off of a pick. Trey Lance chokes it on the last play of the game. Wow. What an ending. A pick because of a throwaway pass. And Trey Lance chokes it all. Gets him directly into field goal range. And I was not going to mess up that field goal. I would have cracked under pressure. I let the CPU handle that. If they missed it, then that's them. But, wow. Trevor Lawrence with the Lombardi Trophy. That is insane. Once again in the 2025 season, we have been on a roll with 2025. Trevor Lawrence wins Super Bowl MVP. We win 42-39. Champagne Chico wins Coach of the Year. Wow, I don't know how much better of an ending you get than that. Winning the Super Bowl off of a pick in the last 20 seconds of overtime. It's intense. The first Super Bowl that they've won. Let me know. I'm kind of considering it, but let me know if you guys want for these rebuilds to be maybe like 5 years minimum and not really worry about just winning the Super Bowl and then that's it. Just let me know. Also, let me know what you want to see. So I think we have the Chargers and the Dolphins coming up soon. So those are my main two right now. But any teams that you guys want to see, just let me know. Any challenges, just let me know. But if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.